All right, hi here, students. I wanted to post this little demonstration on lateralization, and I cannot believe that this happened. But Hannah and Autumn were so good because they're sisters, and they were so good to come in and show this demonstration. And Mrs. Miller didn't actually hit record. She only took a picture. I don't even believe it. But anyway, let me tell you what Hannah and Autumn did, and I'm going to go through it really quickly. I'm showing what's called lateralization, that they were going to do certain activities to show that the brain has to cross from one hemisphere to the other. So Hannah is the right hemisphere, and Autumn is the left hemisphere. And what they're going to do is, you see that they're crossing arms. So each of them could only use the arm that was crossed. The other arm, their outside arm, they were not allowed to use. So Hannah on the right is not allowed to speak because Broca's area is on the left-hand side of the brain, on the left brain. So there were some instructions. I gave them a piece of paper and I asked them to make a paper airplane. So together they had to make a paper airplane using their hand. Now Autumn was able to speak and tell Hannah, okay, put your finger there, or make a crease right here. And they made a paper airplane just beautifully, and it flew. The next task I had them do was to tie a shoe. But now this time I severed their corpus callosum. And what I mean by that is I blindfolded Autumn. And so now she couldn't see. And so when I severed their corpus callosum, that bundle of fibers that separates the two hemispheres, now Autumn could still give verbal directions, but she couldn't actually see what was happening. But Hannah could see what was happening, but she couldn't talk. And so it was almost record time, and they were able to tie the shoe. We took Hannah's shoe and they tied it. Autumn couldn't see it, Hannah couldn't talk, but basically they figured out using their hands how it would work. And then I did one other short little demonstration of figuring out what Autumn had to figure out what was in Hannah's hand without being able to see it. So what I just want you to remember about this idea of lateralization is that nerves are linked on the opposite side of the body, and they talk to the other side. So the left-hand side of the brain controls the right, and the right-hand side of the brain controls the left. And so we call this lateralization. And we can see that even when you do a split brain and you cut that corpus callosum, that the other side of the brain can learn to communicate in a way that it never had to before. So that was a quick demonstration that we were not able to get to in class, and Hannah and Autumn did it beautifully for me, and I didn't hit record. Anyway, I hope you take a listen to this because it's an important part of how the brain hemispheres communicate to each other. All right, bye.